The cannabinoids and multiple sclerosis, absolutely I can cover that. But it's already been covered by one of the best activists in the entire cannabis community, Montel Williams, because of his own diagnosis with this disorder. But I will share the science that is extensive as well as some of the biochemistry of what's happening. I'm Lex Pelger. I do can education for CV Sciences, the makers of Plus CBD on the cannabinoids. Ask me anything. For the research, here is the latest review paper that pulls together all the clinical trials that have been done on THC and CBD. And this is a medical chart review that looks at many different patients, showing that starting medical cannabis caused extensive improvements in pain, sleep, spasticity, as well as a decrease in opioid use. The science on this is huge. You can check out CVResearch.info where I assembled all of it. And a quick note on why the science is so huge for this disease specifically. Because MS is both a neurodegenerative disease and an autoimmune disorder. It is the immune system of the brain attacking these myelin sheaths that coat nerves. These myelin sheaths are kind of like electrical insulators. So if you don't have strong myelin sheaths, you lose electrical signals, and that's why you have less response to what your brain is telling your body to do. However, for cannabinoids, the two probably strongest areas of evidence for their efficacy is neurodegeneration as well as autoimmune disorders. So MS is right there in the center of that Venn diagram, and it's the reason that there's more evidence, I think, both surveys of people and clinical evidence for why you should consider using a combination of CBD, THC, and maybe some of the other cannabinoids for MS. So first, let's look at the three things that the cannabinoids tend to do. Here, it is blocking neuroinflammation via the CB2 receptors in the microglia, which are the guardian immune cells of the brain. Also for the T cells via the CB2 receptors, it's making less of them die, so you're having a healthier brain immune system. And also via the CB1 and the CB2 receptors, it's helping the blood-brain barrier, which is something that starts to go in MS. Also, via both cannabinoid receptors, it helps for the remyelination. It puts those fatty sheaths back around the nerves so that the nerve signals can get through better. Lastly, and certainly not leastly, neuroprotection. Via the CB1 receptors, you are preserving more of the neurons. Less of them die, more of the axons, which are the mouth of the neurons, are being preserved. And then for CBD specifically, look at all these things that it does. It lowers oxidative stress, lowers neuroinflammation, blocks the pain and spasticity, helps with the suppression of the immune cells that are doing their job too well and killing that myelin sheaths. So overall, you see CBD doing what it's known to do. It's protecting the brain. In this case, protecting the brain from its own immune system.